What's up, my man Charlie? How's it going? So, I resized Schaefer D-Bird, all clean out the pockets on my brass, on my Creedmoor brass, and right now, what I'm going to do is before I set the primers in, I'm going to wash this brass. I prefer a wet tumbler. A, it's not as loud. B, it really cleans the brass really well. Using the other corncob media and all that stuff, it works. It's not the way I like to do it, and this is what I like to do. This is called the Tumbler B. You can get these on Amazon or Midway for around 200 bucks, and also comes with a machine to rotate it. So what I do is, in here is your stainless steel media. I'm pretty sure they come in bags between 2 pounds and 5 pounds. I've been running this 2-pound bag for, I would say, almost a year now. A little under a year. So it works out well. Every like 5 or 10, I would say every 10 cycles I do with this, I run it dry with just soap, lemon shine, with no brass in it, just to clean the media, because the media will get dirty and then your brass won't get as clean. So there is a little bit of soap in there, but the reason why there's soap in there is because the media always has soap in it, or on it. So what I usually do is I pour distilled water, or I just pour just regular tap water, all the way to about 1/2 inch to the top, okay? And I don't put any soap in first, or any shine, or lemon shine, or cleaner stuff in until I put the brass in, because what happens, or water in, because what happens is it gets has a lot of soap studs in it, and it just gets everywhere when you take it out. So what I do is, real simple, take my dirty, icky brass, and I just dump it in there. You'll see it's going to bubble up because all those air pockets in there. Then the best soap I like to use is Dawn. But where are you going, man? Is Dawn, because that is real good soap, but I don't have Dawn, and my wife buys these Meyer City Folk Jappy dish soap stuff, so that's what I'm going to use. So all I do is just give a little squirt. Okay, now as that sets in, let it sit for about, like, I don't know, a couple seconds. I use lemon shine. You can buy this on Amazon and goes right to your door. Or another trick I like to use to shine up my brass is actually jet dry. That liquid jet dry stuff is also pretty good, but my wife doesn't like when I use that because it's expensive, and I use quite a bit because I'm always washing. So all I do here is just, that's it. You can probably even just use a tablespoon, and that's it. I'm gonna pause the video in a second. I'm gonna put this on put my washer. My boy Josh, that you probably see him on the group as well. I run Firearm Convention. He gave me a whole bunch of these extra wing nuts, where you can buy them at Home Depot, because you will lose them. You see this one's dark, is because I actually washed it. I had no clue, and I actually took a nut off one of my Lee dies, my Lee anchors, to use it, and I was like, where is it? And then when I went to sort my brass and everything, so just make these all hand tight. Sometimes you can do it like a tire, That's it. Give me a second. I'm going to put it on the machine, and I'll show you what I do. All right, man. So my tumbler barrel is on. all nice and tight. I keep a rag underneath here because I keep a rag underneath here because sometimes the gasket will leak a whole lot, and I just don't want to rust out the bottom of the metal of the actual machine. Just I like my things to look somewhat nice. So if I come around, move it around my Dylan, this is the motor. I always set it a little bit to the left, set it to a little bit of the left over here. And then what I do is turn on, and it will shift nice and straight. This thing I'll let run for about a couple hours, since it's not a whole lot and it's not a heavy load. I've seen people run it between 30 minutes and 3 hours. I like to be home when I do it, and I always feel the temperature of the motor to see if it's getting hot or not. And that's it. And then it won't hit the metal. Just in case it does, I can always shift it back. So that's it. I'll show you when I'm done.